But I've seen Grandpa Jean so mad that he couldn't speak English. his face would get all red and he's shivering and he could only talk French.
He had a short fuse too.
Oh boy.
Who did, Grandpa Jean?
Yeah, he didn't want to get in his way. The shit hit the fan.
Yeah, he was Grandpa.
Wait, so
But we lived down
he
there.
learned English?
Oh yeah, he could speak good English.
Well, he got a
If
he
he
got a
wasn't
French
mad.
paper from Quebec
Yeah.
every day, every week, eh?
I think it was daily.
I think it was daily. He got a French paper anyway,
Yeah.
but he could read English, but all he could do was sign his name.
Yeah.
He couldn't write? He could read, but he could not write?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
you know where
He
the
could
park.
figure. I'll tell you, he could out-figure you with numbers. You know.
Huh.
He couldn't write them down or nothing, but I don't know, everything.
Yeah.
Because to run a sawmill and to make windows and doors every year, to figure all this out.
Yeah.
Hey. But Grandpa Jean was a Finnish carpenter, you know, cabinet
Nice.
maker and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
He was better than great. Daddy, Art, was a good carpenter, but he was not the Finnish carpenter that Grandpa was.
Finnish carpenter.
Grandpa made
Not like
all them
Finland.
little tables.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. It's
Yeah.
like, gee, I thought he was French.
If your
There's probably
dad
a lot
got,
of Finnish carpenters up here.
if your dad got one of them little tables and chairs my grandpa used to make.
We have a chair, a rocking chair.
Yeah.
Nona loves
but
that
he
guy.
made
Yeah, Nona
he made
loves it.
little chairs for
Great,
and
great
tables for kids.
Yeah,
He had that old building full of them things, and he'd sell them.
yeah.
But he had all the machines. Christ, we had more machines in that place.
I've still got a chair, that a kitchen chair, you know, with ours on it, that Grandpa made.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, he could make anything.
And
Out of
a
wood.
stool. I had a stool for a long time, and once Sam was here, I was telling him about it, and he wanted it, so Sam's got that little stool. But he'd take the wood and make that stuff.
Yeah, he could make anything.
Yeah,
You could bend it,
cabinets.
chair, everything. No, he was really a good carpenter.
Yeah, he was good.
So was your dad any good at
I
that?
would take the piano.
No.
lessons,
No,
apparently.
my grandpa. No, he could make windows and doors, and I run the sawmill, the sugar mill, and all that kind of shit.
Build houses. He could build houses.
Yeah, everything else, but not like my grandpa, you know. Because he could, if you had to bend wood, he had a bell there, and he would get that hot and put the piece of wood in there and get that hot, and he could bend it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Made me a toboggan in the front,
Oh, yeah.
like this.
Huh.
It was long too, wasn't it? It's 8 or 10 feet long, bent up in front.
Yeah.
He was a pretty nice guy?
Huh?
Grandpa, was he a nice guy?
Nice guy,
Yeah.
if he wasn't mad. But boy, when he got mad, get away from
Don't
him.
be around.
Oh, he couldn't even speak English when he was mad. His face would get all red and oh Grandpa, he was.
Well, like I say, you were around there a long time till Grandma died.
Yeah. But they both died in 43.
Yeah, I told her a couple months apart. They were right close together.
I think Grandma went in June or July and Grandpa in December. Christmas Day, actually.
Well, I guess.
Christmas
Well,
Day,
he said
nice.
when Grandma died, he said, "Well, there's more use of me living anymore." And they never spoke to one another. Jesus Christ, all she could see was A-M-I-S.
That was it. That's all.
What'd
She
she
had
say?
a stroke of some kind,
Yeah.
At 42, that's when we moved from the farm down there.
and all she could say was "A my yes."
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
It's not
I don't
French
think
or
she
anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It meant different things at different times to Grandma.
M-I-S.
No, she just,
A my yes.
she had a cane and
Yeah.
just slid her.
She was a big, heavy set lady. She was-
Big Indian, huh?
Oh well.
half Indian.
Half Indian, half Mohawk.
Yeah, that makes us.
Well, I said, God, and I think
That's why
I
need to
think
work
her
at the
dad
casino.
must have been a quarter. They come from St. Jerome in Canada.
Yeah.
So I tried to get I tried to get some if you were eighth Indian up here, or quarter Indian or something. I said, well, I'm a quarter Indian. Get some money, you know, from the Indian tribe.
Yep.
You had to be Potawatomi, not Mohawk.
Oh. You're the wrong kind of Indian. That's
I
too
said
bad.
I'm as much Indian as some of them, but they're wrong flavor.
Yeah, we're a little Indian.
Yeah.
What does that make me,
All right.
132nd or something?
32nd or 64th.
See you later, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, didn't you date a gal, one of the Mollies from Hermansville at one time?
Who?
One of the Molly girls I thought you dated.
No, I don't. Well, I used to go up there because her, there were 7, 8 daughters, and he was killed in the woods.
Oh,
So and he didn't have money, you know, like they got now. I mean, your husband's killed and you got a bunch of kids and everything. The government give you money. So she made wine. And 30 cents a quart.
Thunderbird.
So us guys used to go up there and she had all them daughters and she had one of them old music always, you know, all that. Put a big record on there and with music, and we used to dance with the girls and everything.
that was in Hermansville,
There
right?
were some good looking Italian girls. Ooh, 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 ooh.
But it's
Now, I think you mentioned before that they were right on the hill there.
Right on the hill, halfway up the hill, when you leave town, instead of going around it, you went right straight up at about the third house up there.
Yeah, that was the house that Dominic grew up in.
Molly's old house?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, he grew up there. Is that working for
I
you?
hate to ask you, there's no mail Monday, right?
No.
President's
President's
Day.
Day.
Yeah, no mail.
No mail.
No bills, no nothing.
Yeah, do you know for sure whether it's working?
Where did you used to go necking?
it's flashing
Because we turned it
something.
off for a while.
Well, we used to dance with
Oh, you
them
did?
girls up
Yeah, we had to turn
there.
it off.
How long are these?
Play grab
A
ass.
half hour, and it's been much longer.
Hit up River
For
Road.
36 minutes. But the counter's still going.
Give it
No,
a-
we used to
stop
play
it and
cross
see what's
here.
going
They
on.
didn't have the
It's,
US
it's
40.
flashing something.
All right, where did we leave off? We were talking about
The Molly girls.
the Molly girls. Okay, what were you talking about, Andrea? What did he do on?
What did you do with the train? The train cars.
On River
What
Road?
Yep.
You did something to the train, Papa?
There's an old railroad grate there. What'd you do with the train cars?
I remember.
You blew them up. You blew the train.
them up?
You got dynamite. You blew
got-
them up.
Well, not the regular train.
No, the train cars, the abandoned train cars.
Yeah.
You got dynamite and blew them up? Oh, nice.
I do something for excitement.
What else is there to do?
Didn't you blow up the bridge too?
That was on
Yeah,
the
we
land,
blew
yeah.
up the bridge.
Jimmy used to do that every year.
You used to blow the bridge
Well,
up.
back in them days, there was not too many cops around, you know. Otherwise, we'd have all been in jail for life.
Probably.
Okay, but all right, we went up to 19. What year did you join the service?
39.
39. All right. So what happened when you joined the service? Where did you have to go?
I enlisted to go to Hawaii because I figured it was warmer over there than the wintertime around here. I got as far as Fort Lewis, Washington. They turned my ass around and sent me back down to Camp Jackson, South Carolina. In pyramidal tents with a little ice cream cone stove. And some green wood. So we start swiping coal from the kitchen till they put a guard on it. And then we froze our ass all winter down there. Went through
In South Carolina?
gets cold down there.
Really?
You got there right.
I was unaware of
Jackson, South Carolina.
What did they
Camp
have you in
Jackson.
training or what?
Right. Training, 3 months. We had 3 months of learning how to march and
that. Basic training.
All right. So they made you go to South Carolina. At what point did you go to Minnesota?
there's a coal one in there.
This was in the
Okay.
fridge out there.
I don't know why they put them caps on so goddamn tight, eh?
I don't know, they don't want the air to leak on, I guess.
Well, anyway, that's what happened.
So what year did you go to Minnesota?
Or something.
There's some out there.
I know.
I think 42. Well, I was all over down there in the south. We were training, you know, we were in all them different camps in Louisiana and all over hell. And so I can't remember, 41, early 41. They started Fort Leonard Wood. That's, we started the camp, Fort Leonard Wood. They were just building the barracks there.
Okay.
And there were 6 little towns on the big reservation of Fort Leonard Wood, you know, southwest of St. Louis,
Okay.
by Waynesville. Anyway, so it was our job to move all them families into Waynesville. The Army had bought housing and everything else, but them goddamn hillbillies didn't want to go. We got shot at, and a couple of them was hurt pretty bad. So we had to escort the hillbillies to hell off of here. Then I graduated to 89th Infantry Division, and I was at a 155 outfit, 155 outfit.
155.
So I caddied out to Fort Carson. We stayed in the Antlers Hotel for 3 months because they didn't have the barracks completed yet.
You stayed in a what?
The Antlers Hotel, that big hotel right at the end of the street. You ever been in Colorado Springs?
I don't think so.
I never have.
No.
Well, that was that big hotel there.
Alright, so you were in Colorado Springs. Eventually,
I went to Camp Carson. So
Camp
then
Carson.
they made the 89th Division Mountain Division, so they didn't need the 155s. So they were going to send us back to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So they needed pilots. Peterson Field was right next there too, to Colorado Springs. So I went over there, yep, sign me up. He said you need a high school certificate and everything. Vescalani was the big wheel on the school superintendent.
who was?
Vescalani from Hermansville.
Vescalani.
And so I called him, so he sent me a high school diploma.
To get you into pilot school?
Well, we had to go for 6 months at some college. So they sent my ass to Minnesota, to the university there.
U of M? University of Minnesota?
Yeah, for 6 months. So then my 6 months was up. They lined us all up. We got too many pilots. Ex-ground force man over here, ex-air force man, they went through. We went back down to Fort McCoy. And that was 75 of us down there.
That went through pilot school?
Well, there was a hell of a lot more than that, 150 maybe, but that was the ground force men. So they sent us back in the infantry. Well, I wandered around camp a couple of days, but I went over to, they had a 155 out, 2nd Infantry Division. So that's the battery commander, headquarters battery, because I was communication chief. I was a tech sergeant. Anyway, he said, we need you because the one we got is 60-some years old, been in the National Guard all this life. So I transferred into that. Well, a whole bunch got to just happened. We all were at the canteen drinking beer and half bombed up. And one of them said, "Hey, Sarge," he said, "how about what place can we go that we can get the hell out of this infantry outfit?" I said, "There's only one place.
Airborne?
You got to volunteer for Airborne." Okay, toast, let's go to Airborne. So I just transferred to the, but the other, he was the first lieutenant to come up through the ranks, and he had been to Airborne school. He said, "Are you sure you want to go there?" I said, "Well, all the guys want to go." "Okay, I'll relieve you," he said. Take a whole bunch, and we all went down to Benning on a train.
Fort
I bet you 25 of us didn't made it, you know, or less. The rest of them just fizzled out. They sent them back to some other office.